Hello and welcome to episode 36. Let's see, I still haven't quite decided on the party yet. I'm going to try out a couple different ones. So, let's see, who do we have? Right now we have T3. I'm going to take Mission for a second, see what her skills are. She has good computer use, demolitions, stealth, awareness, persuade, low repair, good security. So the only one really low here is repair. The ones I want at least. Computer use is a little bit low, but it's manageable. Now T3 on the other hand. I hate the double clicking. Alright, T3 has great computer use, okay demolitions, great repair, good security. Alright, he's pretty good. The only thing he's less on is awareness. Surely he has pretty good awareness though, and I think do I have awareness? Not really. Alright, so let's take T3 with us. I mean, at this point, I think my characters are pretty well geared and shouldn't have too much of an issue with any of the content. So, having T3, which normally might not be as good of an idea, shouldn't really matter now. Alright, let's get your demolitions up a little bit. T3 can't even get advanced weapon fighting. That's kind of sad. He can get toughness though to make him a little more durable. He can get that. I'm probably actually honestly just gonna give him. Can't do stealth, but I can give him this. Normally, I would never recommend taking the skill-based feats because you can just get more skill points through skills. But in T3's case, since that's kind of his only purpose anyway, I might as well go for it. Yeah. You know what? Yeah. Plenty more where that comes from. Alright. Oh shit, I hit back. Okay. Lots of levels for T3 here. I'll get one more Master Gearhead. Attributes. Let's get more intelligence, why not? Like I said, this character's whole purpose is to be a skill-based character, like the ultimate skill-based character. No matter how good like, your character or mission are, it's hard for them to outmatch a droid. It's funny too, because even though, I guess now we can get him, not that. Let's get him some toughness then. Gonna run out of choices soon. Even though Sentinel is kind of advertised as the skill-based Jedi class, it's really, as far as the class skills go, it's better to have Consular. I think Scout Consular is the best combination because then every skill becomes a class skill. Or maybe it's Smuggler Consular, I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to bring HK out, just unequip all his stuff real quick. So, HK. I like the droid system in this game. You can get like flamethrowers and stun rays and carbonized rays. I really want to buy that infinite flamethrower, but at the same time, I'm not sure I use droids enough for it to be worth it. I might, but I'll use up my non-reusable flamethrowers anyway. Okay, so defense bonus 3, 4, 10. All right, that's an easy decision. Let's see. I like the flamethrower. Or should I go with stun ray? Let's go with the stun ray because we have an advanced stun ray too. So let's use up this, and then shield disruptor. Might as well use that in case we run into any other droids. Energy shield wise, just get a regular energy shield. Just gotta remember to use it now. Computer use +4 is obviously better. Awareness +2. Not sure that's gonna help him. I guess we'll go with that. And computer probe. Oh, you get 2 of those. Nice, even better. He can use blaster pistols, so let's get rid of. I think Karth had the good blaster pistols. Sorry, can't talk. So once again, we're going to change out Karth, or bring out Karth rather, and we're gonna unequip that. We'll leave that stuff equipped. Doesn't really matter at this point. Getting tired of switching all the gear around to different characters. Okay. Alright, so 5 to 10 for Bendix. I think the Mandalorians were still the best one we had though. Yeah, 4 to 11. So let's go with those. Alright, he's equipped. He's still got some good stuff from before. I do want to give him that good lightsaber though, the purple one we made for him. There it is, much better. Yep. Alrighty. Maybe we should change his robe color. What other robes do we have? The brown one isn't as good. We can give him a Dark Jedi robe too. Dark Jedi Julie. Kind of goes, it makes sense with his like jungle background. And I still have the Jedi Master's robe, I think. So I'm going to stick with that. Yep. And my stupid circlet of Suresh, but whatever. Okay. Try out this new strength enhancer too. Docking Bay 26C.
You Republic people are so pathetic, sitting around groveling at the table scraps the galactic senators deign to give you. It makes me sick.
The senators work for the good of the whole galaxy, not for individual gain.
Ha! Don't make me laugh, you gutless simp. It's the destiny of weak-minded fools like you to be ruled over by the strong, like we Sith.
I'm warning you. Don't push me or you'll get just what you're asking for.
Try it. Just try it. I'd love to see you throw the first punch. And with all the cameras around, the Selkath would be all over you inside of 30 seconds. You break their laws. You pay the price, Republic scum. But I can see that you're not man enough to back up your words anyway. If you ever feel like relieving yourself of your worthless existence, feel free to come by our enclave here. We have many, many ways to fulfill your wish.
Yeah, what are you... Oh, I apologize, Master Jedi. I should not have been rude.
I guess you recognize my robes. Okay. Why did the Sith upset you so much?
Well, these damn Sith are everywhere on Manaan, pushing us Republic citizens around, trying to goad us into breaking the law somewhere.
Breaking the law?
Yeah, the Selkath want to maintain their neutrality in this war we're fighting with the Sith, and they enforce it very strictly. So, we just have to sit here and let the Sith insult us, and we can't raise a hand against them. Otherwise, the Republic will face severe Kolto export restrictions, and that could lose us the war altogether.
What is Kolto?
You're joking, right? I'm sorry, but everyone knows what Kolto is. It's the most powerful healing agent in the galaxy. I would have died several times myself if we didn't have this stuff handy. But the reason it's important here is that Kolto is only found naturally on Manaan, and all of our attempts to synthesize it have failed miserably. So, we sit here on the surface, the Selkath harvesting what Kolto bubbles up from the bottom of the ocean, and we buy it from them. Well, us and the Sith, of course. The Selkath don't want to play favorites.
Why haven't they joined the Republic?
The Selkath think that by staying neutral, they can play both sides, selling Kolto to everyone that needs it, and making themselves too valuable to be worth conquering. Well, that, and they threaten to destroy the only natural source of Kolto on the planet if anyone tries to attack them. But I think they're underestimating the length the Sith will go to get what they want. They're probably planning something already. Is there anything else you require?
Probably. Alright. Just come right out and ask him if you see an ancient star map. I trust this guy, though. He doesn't seem like a spy or anything, so...
Star map? Like an ancient artifact or something? No, I'm sorry. I've never heard of it. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Oh, well...
Of course. If you have any other questions, you should probably see Roland Wan. He's the Republic diplomat here.
Cool.
Oh, if you don't know where that is, go have
I'll figure it out. So, Manaan is a really cool planetary idea that is this forced neutrality by the Selkath. I have to talk to Jolie. Okay. Speak to Jolie.
Got something on your mind, dude?
Why did you decide to come with me?
Got yourself a fast little ship? I'd forgotten what engine sounded like. The closest thing to that on Kashyyyk is an Uller in mating season. Ugh, frightful.
So, you wanted to ride on my ship?
Or it could be for the free food. What's the gunk that comes out of the synthesizer on this bucket anyway? Do you never clean the darn thing?
If you don't want to answer the question, old man, just say so.
How impatient can one person be? You must have driven your mother mad. All that gurgling and fussing. Babies are cute, but annoying. You know, You remind me of someone else I knew ages ago. Pleasant enough fellow, great destiny, all of that. Breath like a bantha.
Did you annoy this person endlessly too?
Oh, very funny. Is it my fault that some people are so easily annoyed? They're like impatient little children with blasters. Anyway, where was I? Oh yes, Andor Vix was his name. The force swirled around him like a hurricane. That's how great his destiny was.
Never heard of him.
No, you wouldn't have. Sometimes swirling force is just swirling force. It gets us old Jedis excited at our age, so we go, ooh, destiny. Well, it turned out that poor Andor believed a wee bit too much in the infallibility of that destiny. That overconfidence turned out to be his downfall.
Is there supposed to be some hidden meaning in this?
I don't know. Are you overconfident? I hadn't noticed. Even if I had, I would never comment on it. We're talking about Andor, remember? Let's see. Oh yes, Andor's downfall. I was pretty young myself when it happened. At the time, I thought that Andor's destiny couldn't be more boring.
As boring as this story?
You know, if you keep interrupting, it will take even longer. Have you no patience at all? How did you get as old as you are, anyway? I was just about to abandon Andor to whatever the Force intended for him when his ship was overtaken by a Dimian warship. Now, you've probably never heard of the Dimians, but at the time, they were a nasty lot led by a nastier overlord named Krat. Tall fellow, big teeth. Krat has us hauled onto the bridge of his ship for questioning, and that's when I knew that Andor's destiny was at hand.
How'd you know?
Swirling force, remember? Jedi here. Granted, I was just interpreting the signs, but we get trained in that sort of thing, more or less. Well, Andor decides that his destiny makes him invulnerable and starts making all sorts of demands. Free me now. I'm not answering questions. Blah, blah, blah. Don't you know who I am? Krat decides he's had enough and begins crushing Andor's neck. I told the boy he should have kept his mouth shut. I think he agreed too, or those could have just been gurgling noises. No, well, anyway. Finally, Krat has enough of Andor and tosses him aside into this giant energy intake shaft. Andor gets sucked in and starts bouncing around, screaming. Maybe Andor hit something sensitive on the way down, or just didn't agree with the reactor core. Next thing I know, all the ship's alarms are ringing.
You're kidding.
Everyone panics, and I run, barely making it to the ship in time before the explosion. Krat dies horribly, and the Dimians never quite recovered. Changed the political course of the entire sector for centuries to come. I'd call that quite a destiny, wouldn't you?
But how can you even be sure Andor was responsible?
What? Are you kidding? What are the odds of that happening anyway? 1,000,000,000 to 1? You should do so well as to be sucked into the engine of some evil Sith Lord, you know. Andor was a hero. Sort of.
Maybe that's how
Anyway,
we'll
go
kill
on.
Malik.
My throat is
Throw
dry,
myself
and
into the
you're
engine of his
making me
starship.
cranky. Shoot.
Alrighty. Cool story, bro. So, let's see what's over here. Public soldiers is a dead end. This is a dead end. Say something.
Yeah, I can't talk now. I've got to get this Colto loaded up before my shift is over.
Fine. This is the same guy we talked to earlier, so I'm not gonna talk to him again. A merchant who sells fish by the looks of it. Isn't that like cannibalism? Greetings, human, and welcome to the Otto City's Visitors Provincial Stand. We are here to provide you with all manners of indigenous treats and products. Nice. Let me see your inventory. Of course. So these med packs, basically the default stuff. Grenades, expensive grenades at that. Jesus. 2,000 credits for a one-time use thermal detonator. That's insane. Some stims. Nothing unique, really. Alright. You can ask him for information about this stuff, but, not going to do that. Let's see, what does this guy want? Nubasa. Greetings. Forgive me if it seems like an odd question off-world, but might you have any exotic species for sale? Nothing dangerous, mind you. Why do you want to buy animals? Good question. The Selkath have little exposure to life from other planets. But you see, our government hopes to change that. We are setting up a zoological compound for visitation by the public, and are hoping to stock it with non-offensive foreign creatures of all types. The only problem right now is actually procuring the exotic species we need. Selkath import restrictions are quite prohibitive, to say the least. So you want to smuggle them in. I would not use such a harsh roll-off folder. Let us say that I'm interested in engaging a private trade. That is allowed according to our laws. Finding off-worlders that deal in such trade is most difficult, however. I have become quite desperate. Might you have what I seek? I have Giska if you're interested. Giska, you speak of the small bipedal amphibians with the overly hyper reproduction rate, correct? Oh no, I'm afraid I cannot take those. A compatriot of mine made the mistake of purchasing a pair of such creatures several months ago. Within weeks, our storage facilities were nearly overrun. If you're in possession of such a creature, I hope to keep them separated. If not, you have my condolences. Alright, so... I can either use Persuade, which probably won't work. I can Persuade Lie and tell them they're special Giska. I could just tell him I'd really like to get rid of them, which would probably result in me paying him to get rid of them. And I could just use the poison, to be honest. I'd rather not, though, because that seems mean. Or I can just force persuade him, which is probably also an abuse of power, but I really want these things off my ship, so... But you want to take these geese off my hands. Yay, he does. Oh, he wants me to take 100 credits. You want me to pay you? How about you give me 100 credits? But again, my persuade is not high, because I took force persuade instead, so I'm going to go with that again. Yay. And no dark side points, even better. Another docking bay over here. No cameras in the docking bay, that's interesting. Alright. Oops. No, no, no. Gosh darn it. You can't even like spacebar through that anyway or anything. Okay, so... Oh good, now it's gonna be up there. Much better. So this is the Sith hangar bay. And they actually animate it, which is really cool. You can actually watch the shuttles come in and go out.
I don't have time to listen to your stories. I've got a full shipment of Colto ready to load before my shift is over. We've got all the proper Colto trading permits, so back off.
Alright, alright. It's a little weird to be around Sith and not, like, be fighting them. Does this keep going? I think it does. Alright, what about this hangar bay? Yes, 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 yes. Oh my god, this is annoying. I do like their speech, but... Oh, this one's... All that for a locked hangar bay. But having to listen to the entire thing when I can read it in like a third of the time gets annoying. Alright, so that's the end there. There's probably a quest that takes us to that hangar bay later on, I imagine. Interesting logo the Selkath have as well. Just take note of that. Onward. And that's the docking bay. Alright, so... yeah, I guess we've explored that enough. Let's cut the episode here, and when I come back, we will explore West Central Manaan.